I just made that movie Freddy Got Fingered, and after
I read for that.
Yeah, and that, oh yeah, that's right. We can talk about that too if you want.
I didn't get the part.
Yeah. Oh well, isn't that amazing? Wow.
Remember the audition?
Yeah. It was probably would have been on Maple Drive over at Larry Bresner's office.
That's exactly
the late great Larry Bresner.
That's
absolutely.
exactly where it was.
Yeah.
And I read for it. I wanted to work with you.
That is a real shame that didn't happen. It
was up to you.
For me. I mean, you dodged a bullet. That's for sure.
Not really. I don't care what reviewers say. Yeah. I think it's a cult classic.
Yeah.
And I would have really liked to be in it.
Oh my gosh. Well. It's. I assumed that it didn't matter that much, but
no, it's been bothering me ever since
these were. It's funny the people that did audition for Freddy Got Fingered that didn't get it, and I sometimes. That's kind of cool though that you mentioned that because
You do remember the audition?
I do, yeah, absolutely.
What did I do wrong?
Yeah, nothing, absolutely nothing.
He brought you here for a guilt trip, is what he
No,
brought
I
you here.
didn't. I love him. I brought him here because I love him. I brought him here because I respect him. I brought him here because he does things nobody else does. He's on Prime, Amazon Prime right now, and a lot of us might create a project and then sell them that. He sold them like 4. He's got a documentary, which he's got a special, which is brilliant.
So when Freddy Got Fingered came out,
okay,
did you watch it and say, "Wow, thank God I didn't get that part"?
No.
No. Oh, really?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
I had really just been living in LA.
Are you happy with it?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I had to make a lot of changes to it because of the focus groups and stuff. So I wasn't really able to.
You should have filmed the focus groups.
Yeah, I know. I'd been only in Los Angeles, maybe in this business for maybe 2 years at that point when I made the movie, and so I'd never auditioned for anything before. I didn't really understand what the process of auditioning for something was. I didn't really. It was all sort of very.
I'll tell you.
Very.
I got a call.
Very.
They say Tom Green's got his own movie. He's going to be directing it. I said, "How do you get me in? How can you get me an offer?" They go, "No, we can't get you an offer." I go, "I was on St. Elsewhere. I'm a good actor, and I'm Canadian. And Tom Green, I got to work with him." So they gave me this address on Maple Drive.
Yeah.
You and me in the room.
Oh man. Yeah.
I didn't get it.
I know. Well, I do you remember which part it was? I'm pretty sure I know which part it was you were auditioning for.
What part do you think it was?
I believe it was for the uncle, the uncle.
Who played it?
It was Stephen Tobolowsky played it, and then that whole part got cut out of the movie actually. So
it wouldn't have.
Yeah, it wouldn't have. Yeah, it wasn't his fault it got cut out though. It was more. It was the writing.
Bad casting.
It was the writing.
Bad casting.
Yeah. Yes. No. I mean, he's great.
Yes.
He's great too. But
I know. But I'll give you an example.
It was the writing and the subject matter. The focus groups didn't like some of the aspects.
I don't think
of it.
anything that Tom Green does should ever be shown to a focus group.
I agree. I didn't know anything about focus groups at the time because the thing is, the movie was designed to kind of piss people off, and then you show it to a bunch of people, and then when they get pissed off, they say we got to change everything because they're pissed off. It's like, well, they're supposed to not like that scene. That's supposed to be confusing to them. So, but it was too complicated of a thing to kind of navigate for me as a 28-year-old kid.
Can you imagine if you would have, before you released the Bum song, if you would have just sat at Sony Music or Universal Music and said, "What do you guys think of this?" I wrote the Bum song.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what a focus group? How well would that have released?
Would have never been the number one
Bum
song.
Yeah.
Was number one. Not only that. Yeah. It was emulated by Slim Shady himself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you're not a focus group guy, and that's what I love about you. Mm-hmm. I have nothing negative to say except you don't have good taste in casting. That's all.
Well, I mean, that's probably the nicest thing anyone said about Freddy Got Fingered. It was just the casting problems. It was a lot of other problems people thought with it.